Home ownership is one of the best ways to build wealth. On average, the typical American household takes 4.25 years to save for a 20% down payment. So what do you do when you want to buy a home but haven't sold yours yet? Are there financial considerations? Will the banks look for different qualifications considering you haven't sold your current property? What about tax implications? And finally, where do you stay between selling your home and buying a new one? My name is Vicky from Team Undivided. We're going to dig a little deeper into these various topics and explore ways on how you can buy a home before selling yours. First, let's start with questions I get asked frequently from clients. Can you put an offer on a home before selling yours? In New York, yes, you can. There is legally nothing stopping you from being able to put multiple offers on multiple homes before selling yours. However, if you get an accepted offer and you have to move through the process of purchasing it, you could be putting yourself into a lot of financial risk. So consider knowing your options first. You may want to put a sale contingency clause, which states that you have to sell and close on your place before you can close on the place you want to purchase. This protects you as a buyer of the new place in the event you cannot close on your current home. The second most asked question is, can you apply for a new mortgage on a new home if you haven't sold your current home? The short answer is yes, you can. The reality is the banks are going to have a higher qualification to approve you for financing because they will assume that you may have unforeseen delays on closing or that the market may have changed and you can't sell your current home altogether. So the banks will have to look at the second mortgage that you're applying for as two separate loans that you need to be able to carry. So they're going to be looking for low debt to income ratios, high income requirements, and other financial qualifications. Be sure to speak to a financial professional or a licensed mortgage specialist before making any financial decisions. This video is only produced for entertainment purposes. The next important topic worth mentioning is the tax implications of buying a home before selling yours. In all reality, they are treated the same way whether you had sold your home first and bought another one or you bought another one before selling yours. The government looks at it, the individual sale and purchase separately unless you are buying an investment property and doing a 1031 exchange. The topic of capital gains will still be treated individually on the individual properties if you're using the home for your own personal benefit. And now we're going to discuss various ways on how you can buy a home before selling yours. When trying to buy a home before selling yours, the biggest hurdle for most homeowners is coming up with the down payment on the second home. Consider getting a home equity line of credit against your current home, which is equity that's in addition to the down payment that you initially put towards the property. This is great for homeowners that have been sitting on their property for some time and have built equity in their home. Kind of loans are much more flexible in terms of rates, in terms of paybacks. Consider doing that as a temporary way of being able to buy a home before selling yours. Another way of doing it is consider getting a bridge loan. A bridge loan is a temporary loan that helps you to bridge between your current home and your new home. These loans are short-term and they typically have a higher interest rate. So make sure that you've already identified the homes that you want to buy and you know that you're going to do it in a short amount of time because there is inherently more risk. These loans are not meant to be long-term as the rates are much higher and the criteria is more stringent. And finally, my recommendation for buying a home before selling yours is doing what's called a sale leaseback. Now, how this works is that you as the seller go into contract with the buyer for your current home, and once you close, you come to an agreement to be able to continue to rent the home for an X amount of time, typically 3 months, 6 months, or some buyers will allow you to do a month-to-month. For the buyer, they're okay with this because they may be in a situation where they aren't ready to close on the property also, or their money's tied up, or they have to sell theirs also. And so you'll be surprised how many buyers are open to this program. And because they'll continue to get rent payment that will help to pay their carrying costs on the new place. By doing this for you as a seller, once you close, you get the cash proceeds of the sale that now you can put towards the purchase of the new place, all the while being able to stay in your home, not having to have the stress of having to move out, figure out where you're going to stay, having to pack, and this way that you'll just have a lot less stress. And there you have it. These are the various ways you can buy a property before selling yours. I do want to caveat again, be sure to work with a licensed professional to walk you through the process. It's not so straightforward, especially when you're trying to buy a home before selling yours. A quick shout out to my team, Team Undivided. We are known to help our clients walk through the process from start to finish through every single transaction. If you're looking to make a move to New York City or need help with selling your current place, reach out to our team. Whether you're here locally or across the country, we work with a lot of partners around the country as well. If you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe. And before you go, check out this next video.